The Killer That Stalked New York is a 1950 film noir starring Evelyn Keyes. The film, shot on location and in a semi-documentary style, is about diamond smugglers who unknowingly start a smallpox outbreak in the New York City of 1947. It is based on the real threat of a smallpox epidemic in the city, as described in a story taken from a 1948 Cosmopolitan magazine article. Plot: arriving at New York City's Pennsylvania station after a trip to Cuba, Sheila Bennett, who is smuggling $50,000 worth of diamonds into the country, realizes she's being followed by the authorities. She mails the diamonds to her husband, Matt Crane, instead of carrying them around, and then tries to shake the Treasury agent following her. Feeling sick, Sheila nearly faints on the street, so a cop takes her to a local clinic. While there, she encounters a little girl and inadvertently infects her. Sheila is misdiagnosed as having a common cold, and she leaves and returns home. After the girl is admitted to the hospital, she is found to have smallpox. Meanwhile, Matt has been cheating on Sheila with her sister, Francia, and then attempts to take off without either of them when the diamonds finally arrive through the mail. Unfortunately for him, the fence cannot buy the diamonds because they are too hot. Matt will have to wait for 10 days for the cash, so he cannot leave New York. Sheila confronts Francia, who killed herself afterward due to Matt's betrayal of them both. This gives Sheila more reason to get revenge on him. Finding a growing number of smallpox victims, city officials decide to vaccinate everyone in New York to prevent an epidemic, but quickly run out of serum. This causes a panic in the city. Tracking the victims, agents realize that the disease carrier and the diamond smuggler are one and the same. However, an increasingly sick Sheila continues to elude capture. Still unaware that she has smallpox, she returns to the doctor at the clinic to get more medicine. The doctor explains her illness and tries to talk her into turning herself in, but she shoots him in the shoulder and escapes. Sheila eventually catches up with Matt, who tries to escape from the police, but falls from a building ledge to his death. Sheila nearly attempts to drop herself from the ledge, until the doctor tells her the little girl she met had died. Remorseful, Sheila turns herself in and, before succumbing to the disease, provides authorities with a badly needed list of those she contacted. Cast: Evelyn Keyes as Sheila Bennett, Charles Corvin as Matt Crane, William Bishop as Dr. Ben Wood, Dorothy Malone as Alice Laurie, Lola Albright as Francia Bennett, Carl Benton Reed as Health Commissioner Ellis, Ludwig Donath as Dr. Cooper, Art Smith as Arnold Moss, Whit Bissell as Sid Bennett, Roy Roberts as the Mayor, Connie Gilchrist as Belle, Jim Backus as Willie Dennis, Richard Egan as Treasury Agent Tony, Harry Shannon as Police Officer Houlihan, Beverly Washburn as Walter Kowalski, 6-year-old. Reception. Critical response. The New York Times film critic, Bosley Crowther, gave the film a mixed review, writing, "But, unfortunately, the script of Harry Essex, based on a factual magazine piece, has a bad tendency to ramble and to confuse two separate hunts. And the performances of the principal characters, while adequate, have little punch." Evelyn Keyes, as the fugitive smallpox carrier, manifests great discomfort and distress, but she is no more than a melodramatic cipher in a loosely organized chase. William Bishop is blankly youthful as the physician, and Charles Corvin is conventional as the lady's no-good husband who tries to give her the brush. Others are moderately effective in a potentially but not sufficiently intriguing film. Film critic Dennis Schwartz gave the film a mixed review as well and wrote, "There's not much in the way of thrills or surprises in this minor film noir. The action part of the melodramatic story was weakly told, while the noir characterizations of Sheila did capture the desperate feelings of the subject, but it was not enough to overcome the overall inability of the story to have a heart to it." The city officials and Dr. Wood running around the city to stem the epidemic seemed hard to fathom.